Question 16. In paragraph 2, how does the phrase, when all three had taken the trouble to tell her, affect the tone in the first part of the excerpt? So what is the tone in the first part of the excerpt? That's a key question here. Is it accusatory? Is it defiant? Is it frustrated? Is it appreciative? Well, I'm pretty sure it's not going to be appreciative because that's too positive. Because what happens here? In paragraph 2, it occurs to her she swings her heavy suitcase down the rather long step to the ground and then carefully swung herself after it that it was strange that neither conductor, brakeman, nor porter had come to help her off the train. So she's getting off the train, nobody's helping her. She considers that strange. And all three had taken the trouble to tell her that hers was the next station, but she could hear voices ahead. Perhaps something was the matter. So that indicates she's questioning, she's uncertain. What is going on? And maybe they forgot her and were detained somewhere else. So perhaps they forgot her. That's a suggestion she might be thinking in her mind. So does this indicate that she's defiant? No, she's not defying anybody here. She's just getting off the train because she thinks this is her next stop, but she's not sure. Is it accusatory? Well, it's strange they didn't come to help her, but she's not actually accusing the porter, the brakeman, the conductor in the text here. It's easy to think that she is, but she's not making an accusation. And, of course, she's definitely not appreciative here. Okay? So I think she thinks it's unusual. She's wondering with the word perhaps what's going on. These create the idea that she might be frustrated. She feels confused by the inconsistent help offered by the railroad employees. That is definitely true in paragraph 2. They came to tell her this is her stop, and then they didn't come to help her off at her stop. So that was inconsistent help. That's an example of inconsistent help. And the fact that she thinks it's strange and she's using the words perhaps indicates she's confused. The text supports answer G for 16. 17. Which sentence from the excerpt best supports the idea that traveling to new places by train is unfamiliar to Margaret? Okay, I see the answers, each in quotations with paragraph references. This is a typical new question type on the SHSAT ELA exam, the new one. For subscribers, we actually teach you how to do this and pretty much get it right every time. Let's take a look at this one. Okay, our conditions are traveling to new places by train is unfamiliar to Margaret. That's the condition I need the answer to meet. So A, with lurch, the train came to a dead stop. Margaret, hastily gathering up her belongings, hurried down the aisle. That doesn't suggest anything about traveling to new places being unfamiliar. B, perhaps something was the matter with the engine that detained them and they had forgotten her for the moment. Okay, that shows perhaps some confusion, right? I'm not sure that shows unfamiliarity, possibly, and it doesn't really say anything about new places. Let's check C. Did they not have platforms in this wild western land? Okay, that's definitely new places, and it is definite unfamiliarity or uncertainty of her surroundings. Or was the train so long that her car had stopped before reaching it? Yeah, that's a better example than B. This seems to meet the conditions that she's going to a new place by train and she's unfamiliar with it. So I think C is going to be the answer for 17. Let's just quick check D. She could dimly see moving figures way up near the engine. No, that says nothing about unfamiliarity in a new place. So C is the correct answer for 17.